Hey everyone, this is Ryan B with Practical FX Trading. This is the Euro Dollar weekly analysis for the week of 12/29/2019. So get things fired off here. What we're looking at is a 2-year downtrend for the Euro Dollar on the weekly. Really, I don't want to go back any further than this because this is really the most relevant to my overall trading picture. But we see here I've got three moving averages. I've got the 20, the 15, the 200. And what I'm really looking for is for them to be stacked in this order, right? It went fast, underneath my medium, underneath my long. And typically I look for pullbacks to the 50 to make my buys and sells, right? It's kind of like when price cools off, though it's still on trend. So even though Euro had that crazy price spike last week, really what we're doing is we're just kind of testing this zone. If we look back all the way to May, we see prices spike through, then come back. Now this candle did close above, it's a very bullish candle, so I can't argue with that. However, we see the price kind of capped out here at this 50-week moving average. So we might see price kind of like hang out in this little triangle area here around the pivot for a couple more weeks, but I think ultimately we'll see it cool back off. However, if price continues and closes above this 1219, right, the $1.12 mark, that could change my sentiment. Let's go ahead and zoom in for a closer look. And hey, if you want regular Euro USD updates, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Press subscribe in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. We also have a Euro Dollar playlist you can subscribe to for all the updates on Euro Dollar. Looks like I duplicated a couple of these lines. Okay, so if we look more granular, we see price now really hanging above pivot, still kind of toying around with this 200-day moving average. However, super giant bullish candle. So if I were just looking at this candle alone, right, then that's a buy sign. However, in the big picture, price still hasn't closed above this most recent high of $1.12. So we still have a lower high if price descends and slowly falls away from here. It'll still be technically on a downtrend. However, price really spiked off that fast daily moving average we saw with the low liquidity for holiday markets. So let's go ahead and look at our pivot points. These pivot points are based on last week's candle. So we've got the main weekly pivot at 111.44. So that means I'm expecting price to visit there at some point just to kind of average back out. Price could also dip down to weekly S1 at that $1.11 mark. And remain within this descending triangle. It's kind of the zone I'm looking for price to stay within. If price does keep spiking up, though, we'll see resistance first at $1.12.15. Then we've got weekly R2 all the way up at $1.12.63. And if price, continues to really go crazy bullish up to $1.12.63, then I'll probably be bullish on my sentiment. Now, still, big picture, still bearish, but that's just me playing this top channel here. Let's go ahead and zoom in and look at the 4-hour. Okay, we see, right, this is Friday's action, just nothing but bulls all day. Then price kind of stopped right here. If we kind of just take another, let's go ahead and make another horizontal support and resistance line. Since this is not a pivot, though, I just want to look at it. I'm going to change the color. Swap this for this. We see how the body of these candles really close, right? They've been really closing below this zone. So if price is going to continue to push upward, it needs to close above this, and this trend is just so steep, it's going to come back to the moving averages. So for this week, I'm looking price to come back down, visit the pivot point, possibly back down to the $1.11 mark. Even if it's going to continue upwards, we'll see it pull back a little bit. Because if we look at the broad picture, always remember you want to look at your big picture. We see this is like a range to some degree, right? Price visits this upper shelf range before coming back down the bottom side of the range, being actually weekly R2 at $1.1025. So we could see price, actually travel all the way back down here this week as well. So we'll have some limited trading hours because of the new year, but for the most part, we should see things back on track. Looking for another exciting week of trading. So make sure you subscribe and tune in for our weekly analysis of all the other pairs on our channel. Thanks so much. Bye.